Hello and welcome to Dragon Adventures, the Halloween event 2025. I forgot to start recording for a little bit before this, and this is voice over me. This video is already going to be fun and unique. So, starting off, I found first I fell in the pool, then I found this glowy blue lantern thing. Overall, what I can tell you about how this works is you find these lanterns, you take them to some doors, which I will show you in a moment in the video. You get to the doors and you can get a few things. I've gotten some unique stuff that I'd say when I first started out, before I started filming. But yes, you go to this door and you open it and you go in, you can fight them. Sometimes you get a matching game. Sometimes there's this creepy dragon that comes out, but you know. And you'll get an egg or candy. But yeah, that's how these doors work. So my dragon was, I think this is one of my worst combat dragons that I think I have overall. Got 34 candy, which was amazing. So now we're going off. I think I was claiming missions really quick. I missed one. That's gonna haunt me for a while. Alright, so I found this egg tome thing, and I was wondering what it did. So I spawned the ghost in, chased after, he tried to figure out what was going on. I needed a minute. Eventually I noticed the little purple egg notification thing on the side of my screen. Didn't have enough money for another one, and had to run. But yes, eventually I noticed that, and I got mad at this thing because it kept shooting at me, so I murdered it. Goodbye. And then I went off to go get the egg from this ghosty. The ghost was so annoying to chase, and I had to do it twice. Not because I did this twice, but because something happened. You'll see later in the video. But yeah, after a lot of chasing, I eventually got it and the egg, and I ended up finally claiming the quest I forgot about. Needed a minute, got into the inventory, and I started looking at the eggs and the different things you could get from them. So the different dragons, the elements, and the cosmetic traits. You can get a Nightmare Paradox from the purple egg, but you can't get it in the blue lantern egg. So yeah, I was reading this out. As I said, the audio sort of sucked when I got it, so this is just a lot of waiting. But yeah, I had 2 of these, and am I done yet? Okay, I'm done. And off I went to do what? I don't know. Yes, I went into this because I realized, oh hey, yeah, there are missions, and that is how this event is set up. The Halloween event 2025 in Dragon Adventures is set up very similarly to the Solstice event that we just had. And this happened at perfect timing. Turns out instead of doing singular events, and I don't think they're doing a race during this event, which makes me sad personally. You have the events just sort of pop up while you're playing, which is weird and annoying. I ended up hating this and did the bare minimum, but you know, those monsters, the blue ones, they cause me so much anger. A concerning amount. I didn't turn off the dragon's fire attack or breath attack for a little bit, which was annoying. We're on pumpkin number 3, and And done with that. I'm speeding up this bit of footage. Jeez. But yes, you complete the missions, give it a minute, give it a few more minutes. This part of the video is on 2x speed because it took so annoyingly long and I don't want to put you through that suffering. Technically, I had the mission done, I just wanted to be a slight overachiever. Then I got mad and gave up. Back to normal speed. So, yes, it is formatted similarly, but there's not an incubation area. Normally you have that where like there's a set of special or specific incubators. They didn't have that this time, which was a little bit weird. I couldn't tell you what happened there, because I don't know. It's a little bit weird. I ended up ignoring the rest of this event, and I think I distinctly remember myself saying in this moment, you know what, I can probably afford it. Can I afford it? Oh yeah, I can. Let's do this like this one time for this series, and then never do it again. I got candy, and I said, oh hey, it reimbursed me. This is sad. But yeah, I went off. I think I started going after these more because I was going to get more eggs. The goal was get to 10. I'm going to speed up this bit of footage as well because I think it took forever. Or at least an extremely long amount of time. That was such a clean cut I just did. I'm so proud of myself. But yeah, for 10th place, and remember this later, I got 25 candy. Back to cutting out most of that thing is adorable, and I want that to be known, actually. Oh yeah, that castle thing is something that gets unlocked in week 2. So we'll see what's going on there, we'll see what happens. It seems interesting. Alright, and there will be a nice long cut that took a nearly an hour long video down to about 10 minutes less, so 50-minute video. So this is the moment where I started looking to find, I was like, is there a race? So I started reading all of the things, because generally, there's an event like, win 1 race, get 3rd place in 2 races, or something like that. I found nothing along those lines, somehow, and that makes me so sad. I love doing races. I also really want this dragon. It looks so cool in this picture. I mean, look at it. It has a glowing eye. But yeah, the Vampire's Curse sounds interesting, and I'm sort of worried that these are hints at what the next 2 weeks will end up looking like. We will see. So I realized that, got sad, needed a moment. What did I do next? Hard to say. There will be stuff there's a lot of stuff that you can't do in week 1, so it might be a little bit boring beyond the quest, and that's probably what most of these videos will be about. This video is just exceptionally long due to, I wanted to explain how the event was working. So I started counting the eggs because I wanted 10, because I figured, hey, this seems like a nice idea to have 10 eggs. I have 10 incubators. It'll be awesome. I do have a co-hatch egg, which I will reveal what that looks like at the beginning of the next video. And the plan is hatch 10 eggs per video, if possible. If not, then that's fine. But yeah, I think I ended up giving Hive a lot of golden dragon fruit because I needed to get the combat skill up, and that actually upgrades that a tiny bit. So I ended up doing a few of these egg tome things because I needed eggs, and this was a pretty fast method. So I did 2 of them because that's what I could afford. Trying to remember what ended up flying around for a little bit, enjoying my happiness. Then I realized, oh hey, there's a chest in here, so I went in for that. Went up to the chest, and I got an egg. And I didn't realize that I could get eggs from the chest, but turns out you can. So that's nice. I got another one of these because I was going to get more eggs, and this was a fast method. Sorry if this part is a little bit boring. I might end up cutting some of it out. We'll see. I'm actually not ending up cutting any of it out, which is impressive. So you do get to see some more of me going into these doors and seeing what happens. It's so fun. I don't know, I fought some bats, I got an egg. It was a good day. But the good news is that when you go into the door, you do actually end up knowing exactly what you're getting. This video is most likely getting posted either a daylight late or really late at night. We will see. Hopefully, in a couple minutes or very late, or like tomorrow, I guess. I don't know. But I think I flew around for a second, thought for a moment. I was like, how many do I have? Oh, yeah. And then I realized I probably had plenty, so I went back to the Origins world. Loaded into my plot, because that's what I teleported to. All of those eggs are from, I think, some really, really old Easter events that I did a long time ago. So yeah, I put the eggs in after rereading that a little bit. You can get more stuff with the possessed egg, but the lantern eggs, they're sort of equally easy to find. This is when I got a co-hatch request, and I was like, oh yeah, why not? So I went for it. Why not? And I was like, alright, what's this person gonna put in? I was waiting for them to pick a dragon out, because generally if you send a co-host request, you know what dragon you want, right? So, waited a second, they put in this Saurium, which I love, because I love Sauriums. I looked at the thing, and I really, really want that element. So I was like, okay, and I was like, you know what, I'll give you Lucky. But they're both girls, and that does not work in a breeding thing. Doesn't work in a breeding setting. So I thought for a second, and I was like, okay, what dragon do I have that's a boy that has a really basic element, but is also a Saurium? Because if it's not a Saurium, you're very likely to get it. Saurium, surprisingly, when you breed a Saurium, it's not generally the more dominant trait. But yes, I got the co-host egg. Co-hatch egg, sorry. But I did not have enough incubators to put it in. A little bit sad. There was an egg in that back incubator, or I put one in. Yeah, I put one in here. How it finished first, I don't entirely know. I think that's just a better incubator. But yeah, I wanted to craft that, but I could not afford it, and I don't know how to craft stuff. If anyone knows, please tell me. I don't know what I'm doing on that regard. But yeah. So, I ended up saying something along the lines of, alright, I'm gonna go for about like an hour or so based on this. Ended up editing for most of that time. I love that. But yeah. See you after the cut in about 3, 2, 1. And I should be loaded in about now, hopefully. So I went in, started questioning where my dragon was, because it did not immediately go and load in with me. The eggs had like a few minutes left, except for one, so I just went with that. I ended up keeping 2 duplicate dragons, and for the rest of them, I guarded them, because I didn't really want duplicates. I'm fairly sure this is a rare dragon, I think. Yeah, it's a rare dragon. I think I ended up trying to read the thing, and it went into this very funny thing where I couldn't remember how to spell that, which was entertaining, to say the least. I couldn't remember if it was DS or DU, or what was going on. So I ended up going back, checking, realizing it was DYS, saying something along the lines of, oh, it's dis. And then I read this. I'm not going to make you hear me read that because you can read it on your own screen. Will I force you to watch that part? Yes. Why? Because I can. I don't know, I just feel like it. During the amount of time that I did cut out, I did in fact keep playing for about 10 minutes. I went, spun the daily wheel, you didn't miss anything interesting, I didn't get anything good, I just got coins. And one primary color potion. It was very annoying. I flew around, got a little bit more candy in the Halloween event, but I don't think I got any more eggs. So, they were about done, so I started waiting for this lantern egg that was at, like, about 40 seconds. And I waited for a little bit. I decided to check up on what was going on here, because why not? And I started doing a wormy worm dance because I thought it was funny looking. I mean, look at this guy. Look at him. I think Hive's a guy. I don't remember. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What do we get? We got a... I can't read that. I can't read most of the names in this other than Sorium. But I have nothing to complain about at the moment. So I am going to give a little disclaimer of you don't get to see the grown-up dragons in this video. You will, however, see them in the next episode of this series, so sometime tomorrow, depending on when I posted this. So, like, if I post it tonight, yeah, it's tomorrow. If I post it tomorrow, then it's on the same day. We will see. Depends on when I finish editing. So, yeah, I read that. Took forever to read it for some reason. And then I went into my dragons and took a second. Oh, never mind, I didn't. Yes, I did. I knew it. And then I had a heartbreaking moment where I realized I don't have space for more dragons. So I shot off into the distance, acknowledged that, yes, Hive is impressively fast, and went over to the stables to put some dragons away, because I was sort of at the limit. I could put in 10 dragons, so I think I ended up putting in about that many. So goodbye Galley, goodbye Rue, went to the top, said goodbye Ziana, Pyrite. I kept those guys out. I went so quickly in that moment that I don't actually know who I took out. But in this time, I figured out, so I thought I had lost my original Skeletor that I got a while ago. Turns out I didn't. He was in there the entire time. I did end up getting rid of certain dragons, so I bred this dragon with Star, got a palace, got rid of this dragon. Got rid of Gen 4, named this dragon Gen 5 because I'm trying to get a cool palace through breeding. And I ended up getting rid of that Venid because I like Hive a lot more. I don't think I ended up getting rid of any more dragons. I did consider getting rid of that one, but it has a cool element and a cool trait. I wanted to get rid of this one, but it's from the Solstice event, so I can't. So, yeah, I don't know why I didn't get rid of the second generation palace, because it was right there. But teleported back to the plot and went back to hatching the eggs after I fed Hive. Sometimes I call Hive Venid, I don't know why. Alright. So, hatching egg 3, I got a Paranox, which was impressive because I think it's one of the best dragons you can get from this egg. There is a Nightmare Paranox, and I ended up reading this. Basically, they're terrifying, mischievous spirits and a really good dragon. This dragon is rare. The Nightmare version of it that you can get from the purple egg is an epic and is very, very good. If you get it, don't you dare get rid of that thing. It sounds like it's amazing. I won't spoil anything, but we didn't get that. So I guess I did spoil something. I'm sorry. Alright, then I went in and I went to go look at the Paradox Dragon that I just got. The names will get changed once they're grown up a bit and I know what they actually look like. I did end up starring most of these dragons. I don't think I starred 2 of them because they were duplicates. This is the best dragon you can get from that egg. And it's a legendary. And I got it, like 4th try, I think. I'm proud of myself. It is also the dragon that you would get for finishing the first week of quests. Oh, now I don't know what egg we're on. But yeah, that's a dragon. So, Lantern Egg number 4, apparently, I got a duplicate, and I looked at the stats. Did not end up keeping this duplicate. It had a negative trait compared to my original one, which had 2 positive traits, I think. Hold on, we're gonna go check it. Did it have 2 positive? I think it did. It's not that one. I'm really bad at this. There it is. Nope, there it is. Yeah, it had 2 positive traits. And this dragon had a singular negative trait. So I got rid of it. Then, final Lantern Egg, we got another duplicate. This dragon actually, so it had 2 positives. And I went up and compared it to my original one once I found it. Give me a moment. So that was the one with 2 positives. No. There it is. Starwing. Starwing actually had nothing, but I wanted to keep it because it was the original one I got. So I ended up keeping both. So we'll get to see them. I don't know. I was gonna name it like 2 or something, but I couldn't think of anything, so now it's named, I think, is the dragon name, because I left that empty after clicking it, because I couldn't think of anything for that. I got a low battery warning, which is nice. Currently, this device is plugged in. So I was at the end of getting those, and we're on to Possessed Egg number 2, because the first one was in the Solstice Incubator, and I got a Skeletor. I was so happy, because I thought mine was gone. No, he wasn't. He's right here. So that was Mr. Bones. I accidentally hatched an egg while trying to interact with him. I'm sorry. I think I got a, duplicate, a second duplicate of one dragon species. Neptune. So this dragon was a boy. But I really wanted it to be Mrs. Bones, because this is Mr. Bones, right? So I may have named it Mrs. Bones. I regret nothing. And then I gave it a gender swap potion because I want Mrs. Bones, not Mr. Bones. Because I already have Mr. Bones, we don't need Mr. Bones the second. But yeah, seriously, look at this dragon. He's beautiful. I did end up putting Mr. Bones away. Realized what I had done. And went and I was like, okay, so this is the one I had before. Went back and forth with that. I got this dragon a 3rd time. It had 1 positive trait. Give me a minute. I had to find it again, because apparently my memory is horrible. It's above that. It's Ignis. It's never going to be that one. It's Ignis. Ignis has 2 positive traits, and I had no emotional connection to this dragon. It was also male, just like Ignis, and I didn't feel like using another gender swap potion, so I just sort of ended up getting rid of this one. It's a rare dragon, so I regret next to nothing, but, you know. Come on, get rid of it already. So yes, got rid of it, and then I went and hatched my final 2 eggs. So for this one, I got another Skeletor, and I was like, oh, yay! I have a third one, I guess. Why? The triplets. It could be Bones or something, I don't know. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll keep this one. I'll keep that one. You know? Then I hatched this one, and I got another Skeletor, but this one had an actual effect. So I ended up unfavoriting it, getting rid of it, being obsessed with this dragon, and equipping it. And then I was looking, I wanted to show off the different dragons. Hello, CapCut, that's what I'm editing on right now. Love that. This video is so long. Not going to that hatch party. I didn't realize it was really annoying to do with 2 baby dragons. So I think I ended up putting one of them away, and I kept out my brand new one. I do remember almost exactly what I said about each baby dragon, and we will end up seeing what they look like tomorrow. So this dragon is pearlescent. It obviously has this cool bat trait, which gives it like this cool like misty effect on its head and tail. It's so pretty and pearlescent. I love it. And if it didn't have that trait, I feel like it would have the albinism trait because it is so pale. So then we went on to our legendary dragon. It's a bit pearlescent too. And I actually really like the colors that are on this dragon. It's not Halloween themed, and if I don't end up liking it on the final dragon because it's really spooky or something, I can just get a theme potion. So we put our friend away. Ignis. So generally all of them looked and had the same base dragon stuff. That can change, but showing off Ignis, look at his little blue feetsies. And if you want to look at a baby dragon's eyes, but you can't really tell, look at the back feet on most of them, because it's the exact same color. So, unequipped Ignis went on to our next friend, who was our Paradox Dragon. One and only. Look at its little green feet. Look at the little mint green feetsies and eyes. It's so cute. I love this dragon already. But, yeah. This dragon has caused me joy, and I actually already know what I'm naming that first dragon with the bat trait. I actually hate this dragon's color scheme, so I am changing that eventually. But I'm thinking something along the lines of Spirit or Ghost or something like that. I can't do Phantom because I already have a dragon named Phantom, so I have to figure something else out, but we'll see. But yeah. Little baby dragon probably would be adorable if it had different colors. Don't like those colors. Something I wish they would do for the Skeletors, and this isn't a Skeletor, but this is just a complaint, is make them look like a Skeletor old baby dragon, because they all look the exact same. So I scrolled down for a little bit, found Mrs. Bones. She's also got the cute, I accidentally clicked fly, panicked a little bit. Unequipped, re-equipped. But yes, she also has the pearlescent sort of effect on her. I don't remember what, texture that is, but it's very pretty on all of the dragons, and it's so cute. She's got a very specific color scheme of, a very pale pink and a, navy blue and a bit of black, which is sort of interesting. Scrolling down to our last baby dragon, because I already got this friend, we have the Palkiki that I ended up keeping because it had good traits. This dragon looks almost identical to, I think, Ignis, and a little bit to our Paradox Dragon, but still cute. So, as I said, somewhere in the middle of the video, you will get to see the adult, or the slightly more grown-up versions of these dragons next episode, which will be posted tomorrow. I hope you liked this video, and I hope you decide to watch some more. This was Dragon Adventures Halloween Event 2025. And see you next time. Bye-bye. Also, Hive looks adorable, and I want that to be known. Look at him. Bye.